So this week has been a really exciting week when it comes to new announcements and developments when it comes to cameras and manufacturers. So we have a lot of new releases and everything, and I just want to have a quick talk about what I see in all these new cameras and what I'm excited about in them and the things that I'm not as excited about. Since my last video was about my A camera being stolen, I am in the market for a new camera because I want to make the best decision that I can for my company and for the future ahead. First and foremost, we have the new Canon C50. It's a camera that I'm really excited about because my colleague Robin, he has the Canon C70, which is an old model, and it's the one that I'm filming this exact video with right now. The Canon C70 has been an amazing workhorse for us on our projects that we have been working together on. It's a great compact solution for every type of scenario, but the main limitations with the C70 that we have experienced is cropped sensor. It's not the full frame sensor, and we have to use adapters to get the full frame image from it, and also mini XLR inputs. Kind of feels odd because we need to use adapters to use it with our microphones, and it's just dongle, like adapters on adapters, and every moving part that you have on a camera is just, if you can get rid of those. But enough about the C70, let's talk about the C50 and what I really am excited about when it comes to that camera. So Canon announced this as a really brave competitor to the Sony FX2, and I really believe it is a really good alternative to the FX2. The fact that it is a 7K resolution and also the ability to shoot open gate means for us as low tier, middle tier filmmakers that are not just producing horizontal films, the ability to say to a client that, oh yeah, we can also adjust this for social media usage and interpret that in our workflows even better together with OpenGate. I believe that it's a crucial thing today. More like solutions for vertical video with the print saying cinema. It's interesting. If you'd say like 10 years ago something called cinema would be able to do things vertically in a more, but it's, I like it. So the second thing about the Canon C50 is of course that it is full frame. They've trimmed it down and they've found a really ergonomic, good shape with all the buttons placed in a good way on the camera, and I just feel like it's designed for a cinematographer. Everything is quickly accessible and everything. Combining that together with high-end specs and a full-frame sensor and everything, I can see this will be used a lot. And talking about ergonomics, that leads me into the second camera that I want to talk about, which I believe really didn't think about that. That is the Nikon ZR. That camera has some really exciting things going for it, especially when it comes to resolutions and codecs and red raw internally recorded in the camera body and 32-bit float audio. There's a lot of specs baked into that tiny camera house. But the problem is that it's a photography camera house. It's not designed for filmmaking. And although it says cinema on the camera, it is not gonna be used in cinematography or filmmaking. As soon as you talk about micro HDMI ports into the camera, you know that, oh, this is not fully. I want full-size HDMI or even SDI. Then I know it's a reliable filmmaking camera that can hold up on larger shoots. The specs are all there, but the placement of everything and the fact that you have to take off the camera from the plates and everything to switch out batteries, It just means that it's not going to be used in professional environments. But for solo creators and entrepreneurs, it's going to be the best choice they will ever make. Thing that I really love, and I hope that every camera manufacturer from this day on incorporates in their cameras, is 32-bit float audio recording internally in the camera housing itself. Because we have these microphone systems, we have the Rode Wireless Pros, we have the Sennheiser new lavalier systems, we have the Holy Land Larks, we have the DJI mics, all of those great microphone systems that can record 32-bit float internally in the recording units themselves, or the Zoom field recorders, everything. 32-bit float has been here for a while, but it hasn't been inside the camera itself. For larger crews, yes, you usually have a sound technician separately that has his own body pack with all the lavaliers and all the things, and then you have some sort of time code sync with the camera, and it's sorted there. But doing like this 1 or 2 man shoots all the time, to have great audio synced in straight from the camera is crucial. And the fact that we might now start to have the ability to have 32-bit float inside of the camera body itself means that we have so much more flexibility in post compared to using these lavalier systems that do record 32-bit float internally. But if you ever have to pull that file from that device itself into your computer, like open up the software, pull it out from there into the editing software, and then have to sync each and every single file, means that we have never, or I have never done that process. So I really like the idea of integrating really good audio in the camera bodies themselves. And then we have Sony. I've used Sony for the last 8 years or something. As much as I want to invest in the Sony FX2 at the moment, or the Sony FX6, I don't feel that those cameras are good solutions to invest in 2025. I believe there is more exciting technology just around the corner. And the Sony FX2, it's not it. A camera at that price point that shoots 4K 60p in a cropped sensor, and also the rolling shutter of the sensor that it's using. It hasn't been the best for running on when you're like wanna shoot action or like things that moving fast. So for a cinema line camera, the FX2 is not the solution. I really hope that they come up with the A7 IV or FX3 Mark II really soon, because now they're getting some serious competition from Canon. If I would see a FX3 Mark II with 32-bit float audio inside of it and the ability to shoot open gate, it doesn't have to be 6K, 7K, 8K, it could still be 4 or 5K image resolution. I would probably invest in that, because I think that would be a really good sweet spot. So all in all, like, this video wasn't supposed to be camera specs and all the different formats and all the different outputs and all the different technical aspects of all the cameras. I just wanted to talk through my thoughts about them as a filmmaker and what I am focusing on, what I am mostly excited about. And for me, open gate, 32-bit float audio, there are lots and lots of new tech coming into these new bodies, and I'm really excited about to see what Sony will come up with after this, if it's the A7 IV or if it's the FX3 Mark II or if it's the FX6 Mark II. I don't know, but I really believe that they need to get on this train now, because otherwise Canon will probably outsell them. And yeah, it's an exciting time to be looking for a Canon, because there are a lot of new solutions out there, and yeah, I hope that I can hold my wallet until Sony releases something new exciting as well. Otherwise, I will probably end up purchasing a really good camera anyway. New exciting things that are coming up is that we are heading to Brazil in the beginning of October for 10 days filming coffee together with Liquid Coffee Farms. And I've thought about creating a video before the trip, talking through our pre-production thoughts and what goes into that, and what our aiming for this production will be, and also after we've been there, do a look back at it and say like what went well and what did we not think about and what can we develop from there. If you have any thoughts about our upcoming trip to Brazil and everything that goes into it, please let me know in the comments like what you're most curious about, or what you would be like thinking about if you were to do the same trip as well, because I would love to have some insights or tips and tricks as well. We also get to learn, and we'll see if I have a new camera with me on that trip, or if we will stick to the Canon C70 or whatever. And the second thing is that I'm in the ending stages of editing my next documentary film, and I will probably upload some more content talking about that production as well in the upcoming weeks and days. This is just my thought process and talk through everything that I think about. I think it's a great way to like talk about these things on YouTube and connect with other filmmakers and see what you guys think or share thoughts. Yeah, and there's a lot of different decisions, even with microphones, with lights and everything. There's huge, great tools, and there's small, simple, really effective tools. And there you have to find somewhere in the middle where you want to put yourself in your business, and that's what I'm really thinking about at the moment, where I am. And, I'm glad if you watched so far. I'd love to continue the conversation down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next thing.